I think so. You're not a Wi-Fi. Like you cannot always keep on connecting other people and making them happy. The one kind thing which you can do to yourself is just log off from there. Like just move away.
Hi guys, welcome back to Sit Happens. I'm Priyanshi,
I'm Aditi.
I'm Ishita.
and today we're gonna talk about something which I've known all my life, people pleasing. But of lately I've realized that people pleasing is not kindness. It is actually tiring and it drains you. So we have some hot takes on it. Let's get into it. So, as you've all known by now, I am a people pleaser, and this topic it hits home to me because most of my life I spent trying to please people, making them happy, and sometimes it comes at the cost of me putting myself behind.
I don't know. I am someone who falls in between of like being too kind and also pleasing other people because most of the time I think so I'm kind, but then at some point maybe I start pleasing them, but then I soon realize ki nahi, nahi, I'm going in the wrong track, and then I take a U-turn and I'm back like no, I can't do that. So yeah, I think so I fall in between.
What about you, Shita?
I think for me, I love myself too much to disappoint a few people here and there, and I'm okay with that.
Ati, I think we
Which
should take notes
actually,
from her.
yeah, actually that is cool. Like at least you'll be at your own mental peace like by doing that.
Yeah, and my problem is if you are behaving like Mother Teresa in like public, don't become Regina George at their backs. For me, at least I am happy that I am what I show. If I like you, I like you. If I don't like you, you'll know that I don't like you. And I mean what I say, and I say what I mean.
Like you can disappoint someone and still be a good person.
Sometimes I feel why I am a people pleaser or why I act like one because I have this fear of getting like I want to be liked by people or this fear of getting judged or that I may disappoint them. So I listen to them and I put their needs before mine and then I'm categorized as a people pleaser. Which is not I want. I just want to make everyone in the room happy. But now over the years I've realized I cannot do that. I need to prioritize myself first. And even if it comes out as rude, doesn't matter because that is who I am now.
Yeah,
Like it's not your job to regulate other people's
Yeah,
emotions on a
right,
regular basis. You can't do that.
I believe
right.
in my happiness first because if I am happy, I can make others happy. If I keep
True,
others
true.
I give priority to others. I can do it for some time for sure, but at the end of it, it becomes exhausting. And I know people because no matter what you do for people, at the end, they like you, and there are always conditions attached to it.
But
And
I think this is something which you learn over the years. You cannot just decide one day that, okay, I have to stop being a people pleaser because, you have taken so long to be that person. So it is like undoing of that person is a long process. So I'm just learning. I'm in the middle, I guess.
and it's also something like I think so by pleasing other people, you're gaslighting your own self because you're betraying your own feelings, and you become like your own manipulator of your own emotions. Like you start manipulating in your head that it's oh it's fine, it's okay, but it's actually not fine, and you are gaslighting your own self.
Yeah, I know. For me, it's like, you know, people are gonna talk about me at my back because they are people. So if you have to talk about me, why in hell will I be nice to you? Like, if you want to talk about me, I'll give you all the good reasons to talk about me. I don't want you to talk about me when I'm being good to you. So talk about me when I'm bad. That's all right. I
True,
don't
true,
care.
true, true. And there are some
Yeah.
people who are actually unable to differentiate between kindness and people pleasing. I think so, Priyanshi, you would relate to this because आपको खुद को समझ में नहीं आता है कि whether I'm being kind or actually I want to please the other people. I think so. Kindness is something which is free, and when you please other people, it is very expensive because you're pleasing them at like a cost of losing your own mental peace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it all comes down that you have to draw a line, which I'm learning, yes. Because as you said, kindness is free. And when you start people pleasing, it comes at the expense of your mental health and your peace. So I think I am learning it. And from past experiences, I have decided that this is my space and I'm not gonna let anyone get into it. And even if it comes out that as like, oh, she's such a rude person, she was not like that, how she's a rude person now. I'm okay being the rude person because at the end of the day, I'll be content with myself that I do not have to suppress my feelings in order to validate someone else's.
Yeah,
Right, right.
there is a very thin line between people pleasing and kindness. People pleasing comes out of guilt, it comes out of judgment, and you have to act fake.
Anxiety
Yeah, you have to act fake.
sometimes.
And
Hmm.
kindness is something that comes out very genuinely with the emotions attached. So I don't want to
Hmm.
do something for people out of guilt. I want to do it in a wholesome manner. So I'd rather be called rude than be called fake.
Yeah, so I think so we'll start by sharing our own experiences. I'll go first. So this one time what happened that I was with a friend with somebody like of opposite gender, and the friendship started and like we met and like we were talking casually, and then I told him in the starting like I hope you're not expecting something out of it because I am like not. And so he was like, yeah, fine, even I'm not expecting anything, let's just be friends, yeah. And then after 3 months of us talking, so like just one fine day, he's like, Yati, I want to tell you something. And I was like, yeah, say. And then he's like, oh, I like you so much. I love you. I don't know how they fall in love so easily. So I was shocked that I just told him that, dude, like I made it pretty clear from the very beginning that I am not interested or I just wanted a platonic friendship. So yeah, that was one thing. And then what happened after that, I stopped like texting a lot or reciprocating to him. Then suddenly after a week, he's like, "Oh, I'm feeling depressed. I'm feeling anxious. I can't eat food. Please come meet me." And I used to travel fucking 2 hours in Bombay traffic just to meet that person. And that came out of my kindness, like because I wanted to do that because I was feeling bad about it and I did it. And I did not regret doing that. But then it happened once, it happened twice, it happened thrice. And then one day I realized, no, like I would not do it because it's done. Every week you cannot come up with the explanation of yours, ki, oh, I'm dying or something like that, just because you want me there with you. And I used to travel बहुत ज़्यादा to meet him. And then I told him ki I can't come, like now it's done. Like you have to handle yourself and I cannot always be available. And then post that, after me telling him this, he was like, "Oh, you were like this from the very beginning. You are too rude. You do not care about other people's feelings." So if after that, like he's saying all this to me, like I do not fucking care because I did things which I felt like doing because I was worried about him or whatever. But a point came when I have to also see my mental peace, like why I have to be always available for him. No, I do not. I don't have to, like जब तक के लिए मेरे को लगा तो I was there, but now I think so like my mental peace is also important, so I stopped going. And uske baad if he's calling me anything, like dude, call me anything, I do not care. So yeah, I think so you should know when to stop and when to take a U-turn and when to not keep on dragging things when it's not even required.
Yeah, true
Yeah,
that.
you're right. So I would like to share this one incident where there was this person in my life and they hurt me like a number of times repeatedly. And every time I gave them a chance thinking that maybe this time it is gonna be different. But unfortunately, no. And I did not want to be the bad guy because I have always been someone who is afraid to end up alone. So I thought that maybe I keep giving them chances. क्या पता वो इंसान सुधर जाए. But turns out it only got things worse. So at last I had to like take a stand for myself. But all that while, now I regret I wasted so much time just trying to forgive that person, thinking that what if I'm the bad guy if I'm stepping up for myself. But I think it costed me my mental peace a lot, and it took me lot of time to come out of that thing. But yeah, I think I've learned my lesson, so not doing that.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's very true, when you try to make others happy, that process eventually, if you're giving your 100% effort and pushing your limits just to make somebody else happy, that process at the end becomes very exhausting and it drains you. And even when you want to step back, you feel like, oh my God, now they're going to judge me. So for me, it's really clear. I will not even try to be good. I know it's
And
not.
I think so. I think so. You're not a Wi-Fi. Like you cannot always keep on connecting other people and making them happy. The one kind thing which you can do to yourself is just log off from there. Like just move away.
And this incident happened with me. So it was during my law school. I used to live in a space, and of course, there was this person. Of course, we knew each other, but we were not friends.
You
Okay,
also know her.
yeah, we were not friends. Okay, but the fact that I'm living with you does not make me your friend. Okay, I'm living with you. It's a co-space. Okay, cool. And I knew that this person bitches about everybody at their backs, right? So if you're bitching about one person, you will definitely bitch about me, right? So I
Right.
know who you are as a person.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
then you are being sweet to me on my face. Okay. Now, okay, I was also kind, maybe somewhere in the middle, not extremely kind and not extremely rude, but somewhere in the middle. Now, what happened as a result of that? This person started, expecting things from me. If they want to go somewhere, they want me to accompany them. If I am doing something, they want me to include them as a part of that thing. And because for me, I never considered them my friend, so I never did it. What happened as a result of that? This person went around bitching about me that I am a bad person. I i don't care about their feelings. They have been very kind to me and all of that. And at some point I started feeling, and the problem was all of these people who were together at that time, how groups work during your college times. And I heard them bitching about each other always, because of course I was not very much included in that, but somebody came to me, said something about someone, then somebody else came, and all of them were bitching about each other, but they were still together. They used to stay in the same room. Now, what happened? This person went around saying shit about me. And I was kind of excluded from the group, whatever. I give no flying fucks to that. And I was really happy I'm not included. But at some point, I started feeling, I'm a bad person. I am a bad person. But then I realized eventually the fact that you are not able to accept the truth is not my problem. The
Hmm.
fact that you want me to do things, and if you're saying, you have been kind to me and you're keeping account of it, that's not kindness. You want me to reciprocate it. And first of all, when I have not told you that you are my friend, don't expect anything from me. So I'm like, I say something, I mean it. You like it, dislike it is on you. And it's good that, in this process of being the actual me, I at least can segregate the fake friends I have. So I know who are my true friends and they like me for who I am. I cannot be like having 100 friends who bitch about me. So I'm like, I will
Right.
keep my personality true. I would rather be disliked than being called fake and not bitch about others at the back. I'll say that on your face.
Like, I think so always one should be someone like if I am a person, it's not that I'm always nice and good and I'll not talk bad about people. I do, but I have the guts of saying that on their faces as well. I'm not someone who will bitch about you behind your back and will not accept the same in front of you. Like, no, no, that's not me.
Yeah.
So one should be like that. Like in and especially in colleges, bro. I don't know how people are how do they process? मेरे को समझ नहीं आता. Like this one guy from my college, and yeah, we are batchmates. We're not friends. Okay, we're just batchmates. And then suddenly you start sending me reels on Instagram, and you're expecting me to reply to every fucking reels. I'd not even reply to my friends' reels. Like even if my best friend is sending something, I will not reply. Who are you? And then I did not reply. He's like, "Oh, you're so rude. You are this. You are that. Why you're not? Why you're not replying, babe? Calm down. Like I will not." And then he's like, "This is not how friendship works, bro. When did I say that you're my friend? You are not my friend. You are thinking that I'm your friend. No, you're not."
And the fact that you hear me on Instagram and then you are going to be like judging me and saying shit.
Yeah.
Come on, babe. Just don't act okay. Just don't give a performance here. I'm not asking for
Hmm.
a performance.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
This
But
line,
guys,
say it on my face, and I don't care about it.
Yeah, right.
did we not learn a lesson in school when we had that one friend who bitched about all three of us to
But
all
I
three
think
of
so.
us?
Then you're really young, yeah, to understand everything. Like
I
now we
understood.
don't give a fuck.
I told you guys, you were not ready to understand.
I was actually too naive. I was just like, for me, letting go of
Navigating
people
life.
is like it's tough.
And for me,
But
keeping people
eventually,
stuff,
bro, if someone is draining your energy, you have to let them go because you have to think of this like in the longer run.
I have friends, if I tell them right now I'm not feeling a certain way or I don't want to step out, they would respect me for that. So
Hmm.
that is my thing. I will have two friends. I prefer quality over quantity. And I have seen people,
Same.
roaming around in a group of 10, but then all of them
Bitching
pitching.
about each other.
Yeah,
Asking ka sab, guys.
I don't understand, how can they, be at peace?
And in my college, there was this group of 10 people, and they always used to say to me, like some of the people from that group, ki, oh, your friendship with your friends won't last. College khatam hoye to fir hum dekhte hain. And today is the time. None of them talk to each other
Bro,
because
this is the thing about
something has
college
done some.
friendships कि फर्स्ट ईयर में जो ग्रुप बन रहा है नो वे दैट इज गोइंग टू लास्ट टिल थर्ड फोर्थ फिफ्थ ईयर
Bro, मैं
नहीं
फिफ्थ ईयर की
भाई
बात कर रही हूँ, मैं फिफ्थ ईयर की बात कर रही हूँ, फिफ्थ ईयर के बाद से उन्होंने बंद करा है बात करना. लाइक आप खुद को देख लो पहले जाके, देन
even
कम एंड
I
कमेंट
had
अपॉन
a
माय
group of
फ्रेंडशिप्स.
I had a group of 7 8 people in the first year and as soon as I came to the fifth year I had like three friends in college whom I still talk to but वही ना कि even I prefer quality over quantity and in real life also I have like 7 8 friends I can count on बस उसके बाद से I do not even try to make friends because now I do not have the energy I just cannot so
But there was a time you used to
old
talk
is gold.
to everyone in the class.
And she used to have a lot of friends, dude, a
Back then,
lot of friends. I was like,
back
wow,
then,
bro.
back then also, I was like, how can you do that? Like for I think that is also one of the reasons why I don't have a lot of friends. Because for me, it's like if it clicks, it clicks. If it doesn't click, I cannot, push myself to try to do
Right.
that. And that is why I come out, to be rude at times. But off late, I have realized that it's all right. Like the fact that
It's very
somebody
exhausting, yaar, like to please other
But
people.
guys, I think for me it comes from the fact that when, especially being a woman and coming from a brown household, when you think about it, you're often called कि ये तो बहुत सीधी है, ये तो बहुत अच्छी है, ये सबकी बात सुनती है. And then when you hear these things, no, it's like okay, maybe I'll have to behave this a certain way with people, not because they are asking, but उनके दिमाग में एक perspective बन गया है मेरा, rude or
So I
something
think so.
like
वो
that.
Priyanshi, it is कि वो बचपन से she has like been that way. But I think so. I'm not someone like that कि मैं कुछ सुधरी हुई नहीं हूँ. And nobody says that she's सुधरी हुई. People are like, हाँ, she's rude, and
Bro,
I make sure that I'm rude. If you're calling me that, I'll be rude.
मैं इफ आई मीट माय नेबर्स और रिलेटिव्स दे विल गो लाइक कि भाई बचपन में ये इतनी सीधी थी एंड स्टिल जस्ट सी और उनका स्टेटमेंट ऐसे होता है कि छोटी बहन को देखो और बड़ी बहन को देखो आई एम लाइक यू डोंट नीड टू से दैट नाउ आई फील कि
I
दैट्स देयर समथिंग रॉन्ग
I tell you what, but your choti बहन would be at more peace than you and more ease.
शी
Yeah,
लिटरली डज नॉट गिव एन एफ नहीं भाई शी डज
yeah.
नॉट केयर
Yeah, I also feel that it is good, At least deep down we are happy. That is what we have one life. We have one life where we have to be happy. Now I cannot waste that by, keeping things to myself and
And nobody cares about you in this world, frankly.
हाँ
So
yeah,
एग्जैक्टली आफ्टर टेन
why you have to
मिनट्स
do anything for any fucking person out there? Why? Do not.
because
Keep
people
yourself
do
happy.
things they want to do. Even if you do not like what they are doing, they will do it.
Do
And
yeah,
they only care about you till the time they know that they are going to get benefits out of you.
बेनिफिट्स
yeah,
आउट ऑफ
right.
Once their work is done, they don't care. So why do I put myself in a situation where somebody is benefiting out of me and that's costing me my own happiness?
Point.
Fuck off.
Yes, people should F off.
So I used to be this person back then. Like if my friends want me to hang out and not in the mood, and even if every part of my body says that no, you should type no, my hand would automatically type yes. And now I'm someone, if I'm not in the mood, I'll just say, I cannot do it. And I think I have come a long way.
Relating this to the story which I shared in the first episode. So, guys, if you have not watched it, go watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, if somebody texts me, let's go, and I don't want to go, I ghost that person.
Ghosting,
Yeah, because
yeah.
ghosting
One
is
should
better
ghost.
than
No, a lot of people would hate me right now because I have ghosted a lot of them, like because I chose
even
my mental peace and I was too scared to just say no. So I was like, okay, I'll not reply only.
See,
Sorry to
you have a
everybody
fear of judgment.
जिसके साथ मैंने ये
Sorry to
करा है, but
everyone,
ठीक है.
Aditi is ghosted.
Yeah.
You have a fear of being disliked. So, as a part of ritual, we take a sip on the things that we have learned in this process. So, what should we take as first sip on?
So I'll take a sip. If saying no feels scary, I'll just have to remember that my peace does not depend upon their opinions.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's take a sip on that being kind to yourself means disappointing others in the process.
Okay, so the last tip for the day is people pleasing is exhaustion with makeup on, so stop doing that.
Yay. So, with this, we come
So, yeah.
to this episode. So, guys, be kind, be bold, and stop shrinking yourself to fit in the spaces that are not meant for you.
And stop being
Like, share, and
like me.
subscribe to our YouTube channel
And
and leave
yes,
comments with your
yeah.
thoughts,
And
any feedback,
spread some love.
and show some love. Bye bye. Take care.
Take care, guys. Bye,
See you
bye,
in the
bye. Love
next
you.
one.